Good afternoon, with warm welcome to all our distinguished participants. We have entered into day 3, session 3. This session also handled by Sri Subramani Babu sir. It is my immense pleasure and I am very much delighted to convey my happy Teachers' Day wishes to all my distinguished professors. Some of them are elder than to me and very knowledgeable. Subramani Babu sir, especially I convey my very happy special Teachers' Day wishes to you.
Thank you, sir. And I'm also reciprocating the same wishes to everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. So, dear participant, let us start session 3. And today or tomorrow, our ACT peer review members may kindly visit online at any time. So, I request you kindly to participate very actively. And today, probably the sessions will be handled by our resource person is hands-on approach. And I request, morning I requested you to come with the laptop or desktop, whichever is possible, and try is possible. So try with the hands-on approach and enjoy the session. Thank you. I will hand over this session to Sri Subramani Babu sir.
Thank you, sir. Once again.
Thank you, sir.
Can you hand over your session to me so I can? Yeah, now I'm able to. Good afternoon, participant. I believe, as I said, morning. Have you downloaded this tool? APK Measure? Any one of you downloaded? Am I audible?
Sir, yes, sir, Subramani Babu sir, you are audible. Dear participants, is our resource person voice is audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. No, just I'm asking whether morning I said one tool for to be downloaded, FPK Measure. Any one of you downloaded? So if you receive email link, or can you paste it in the chat window? Any one of you? So that I can give to everyone. So whoever not downloaded, so they can, start downloading and working on it.
Sir, is it available for Ubuntu also?
Ubuntu totally different approach, madam. Actually, that will be command line prompt actually. It's possible, but using some other tool, GUI GUI measure or something. Are you using Ubuntu?
Sir, your voice is very low,
sir.
sir.
Sir. Right now I'm using Ubuntu.
Oh, you are using Ubuntu. Okay. So you can try. There is a tool called GUI Imager. Okay, GUI.
Babu sir, your side some volume is required to be increased.
Oh, okay. Let me check it up. Is it very low or what?
Not moderate and it is not too low. It is in between.
Okay. Now is it fine, sir? So maybe I reduced my voice, maybe.
Distribution participants is the resource person voice is audible to you?
Audible?
Yes, sir. It's audible, sir. It's audible, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay. So as I said, if you see this tool, right? I requested you to download. Any one of you tried this one? A measure? This one. If you would have registered and if you get that link to download, so can you paste here? under chat window. Any one of you? No?
Any of our PG students have, are you ready? Vipul Jain, Arshitam, Akshata?
Can you go here? Try to download and try to register. So you will be getting a download link and just share that link here so that everyone can benefit. Or if it is taking time, so let me show another example so that because I wanted to stick to our course agenda, especially for file system. That's what I requested you to download. Now, if you are unable to see these things, let me move into other tool.
Nishchita, are you working on desktop? Arshitam?
We are not sure
No,
whether
sir.
they have joined.
Arshitam?
No, sir. No, sir.
Nishchita?
Yes, sir.
Have you downloaded?
Sir, it's taking much time. I put a download.
Yeah.
Hey, can you copy share me the link? You got a link in your Gmail, right? Can you share that link?
Nishchita, you can share the link to with Subramani Babu sir.
So I can share with everyone. So let them try to download and access it. Yeah. So participant, can you try to access this topic one? Or simply click this one. I don't think, is this a download page? Okay, go here. Yeah. Okay, not this one. Okay, imager you have to download. Not this one. FTK imager. I told you you have to go to FTK imager. You see here FTK imager. Download FTK imager. Okay, now this will ask.
Participants, while you are working, you can unmute your mic and you can interact with our resource person. Yes or no, like that.
Yeah, so this one you have to download this tool. Once if you enter your details, you will get link to download actually. You have to share that link for other people so that everyone can analyze it. Anyone can try, or PG students?
I have shared, sir. Is it the one
There.
in the chat box?
Nishta tested. Can you check? Any one of you can you check whether that link? Did you share the link or only name? You have to share the link. I think yeah, this one. Now it's good. Continue. Now this one. Download. No, it's not working. Maybe it's restricted to only one user. Seems to be. Okay, guys. So you can try that options, right? And
Babu
what I
sir,
want.
bit more, your volume, your side volume bit more is to be increased.
Okay, sir. Okay, fine. Now I think now it's fine. Seems to be okay. So I don't know how many of you have downloaded this tool. And now let me see if I download. You can see this. Yeah, I downloaded. So after installation, you will be having once if you wanted to access. Always you have to run with administrative privileges. Okay, once if install, right, you have to execute all forensic tools with admin privileges, including this one. Got it? So anyone following it, or can I give simply demo? The demo means I will go faster.
Okay, sir.
Or anyone wanted to do follow me? Like
I request all the participants to make it clear, shall our resource person show the demo, or he wants to go with him with synchronously hands-on approach?
yeah, it's up to them to choose anyone. Or that's what if they do have this tool, well and good. Otherwise, what I will do, I will time being I will park this demo. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I will show some other product demo practical so that everyone can try that.
And
So
that way
see,
we can, yes, sir,
Yeah.
that way we can maximize the
yeah,
delivery.
yeah. If you see this tool, okay, IR triage here, IR stands for incident response. Let me copy paste this link in your chat window so that you can start downloading this tool. And let me know if you download. Well and good. Okay, just I pasted. You try to access that link.
There is a link in chat box.
And if you go this side, okay, you have to click the green color highlighted button code. Underneath, you will have download zip. Able to see this? Click that one. So it will start downloading it. IR triage. May I know how many of you are following? Just curious to know. Because if you are following me, then I will go slow. Or if you wanted to treat this session as only the demo, then that is also fine.
Sir, just 2 minutes. I'll switch the OS to Windows and I'll do this, sir.
Okay,
Will
fine.
it be okay,
Fine.
sir?
Yeah. It will be
Yes.
okay. So meanwhile, let other people also can download.
Yes.
So once if you download, go to the folder and extract it. Okay, extract all. The extract. You have to download this folder as a zip file, so which contains a bunch of the codes. Then unzip it. After unzipping, go to the folder inside.
Nishchita, are you following?
Yeah, you
Yes,
will be
sir.
having. You will be
I'm
having.
downloading.
Yeah, you will be having these many files here. Okay.
Sir, please repeat the steps, sir, so we can follow.
Yeah. Now, what I said, you have to visit this link, okay, GitHub link, where it's mentioned IR triage. You are able to see here, right? My screen. There, you guys are seeing my screen or not? Is it
Sir,
okay?
we are able to see your screen, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay. Just wanted to understand. Yeah, fine. So from here, you have to download this bunch of the tool, this package. Go to codes, click the codes, download zip. So once if you click download zip and check your download folders, got it? So show in folder, this is the file, zip file. You have to unzip this one. You have to extract. Can I continue? Someone told they wanted to switch over OS. Okay, once if you unzip, you can see the folder named like this. IR Triage Master. IR Triage Master folder name. Go inside. You'll be able to see this many. You will see inside these many files.
Sir, from GitHub website, which file to download?
Not individual
Files.
file, not individual file, madam. You have to choose the whole thing. You want me to repeat once again? I will repeat.
Yes.
You see, go here. Just a moment. So team, if you go here in GitHub link, right? This is the GitHub link. Are you able to see the screen? Are you able to see this code? Go to file and next to that code, you click the drop down button, you will be able to see download zip. Are you able to see this my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you have to click this download zip. You have to click. The moment if you click it, you will be able to see the entire folder will be getting downloaded. So that is the file. You should press Ctrl J. You will see that where is the zip file and you click show folder. Show in folder. Yeah, it will come like this. Then again go here, do right click, extract all. Then click extract. Are you able to follow this time?
Please unmute your mic, say, give response.
Yeah. So inside
Yes, sir.
if you
Followed.
go, yeah,
Extracted, sir.
extracted, right? Once if you further you have to go inside. IR Triage Master. You will be able to see this many stuff.
Sir, one more participant requested to repeat.
Yes, sir. Changed, sir. Yes.
Dr. Abhiram Sundari, madam has requested to repeat it. Please, all of you, please follow synchronously all the steps.
So let me know once if you are in the page, then I will proceed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Or you want me to wait? Anybody wants?
sir.
They are in the middle of the work.
Proceed, sir.
Can I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So what we need to do now? You are seeing that one EXE, right? IR triage. Do right click, select and right click. Select and right click. You will be having option called a run as administrator. Correct? You have to click run as administrator. All forensic tools require administrative privileges. Keep this in your mind. You got the screen. How many of you Or
Sir,
that
it is asking
screen.
for
Got it,
case
sir.
number. Case number.
Yeah, you can enter any case number today. Some test 1 to 3 like that. 1 to 3. And examiner, you type your name. Okay. Good. So remaining, you leave it, no need to touch anything. That will be taken care of by default. After entering case number and examiner name, you click OK. So how many of you are getting this screen? Are you getting the screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got.
Okay, wonderful.
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. So before starting this exercise, let me give brief introduction. Morning we discussed how to collect volatile evidence, right? And also collecting a RAM dump and other aspects. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Correct. So this tool will help you out collecting all volatile evidence. I will explain one by one. Though if it is a time consuming task, let me explain one by one. Then it will be easy understanding for you. Right? The first one, you see multiple tabs are there. First one, system information. Second tab, network. Third, registry. Fourth, disk. Fifth, evidence collection. Here is your RAM, the very first one. It is the RAM. And fifth one, volume shadow copies. Finally, options. I will come back one by one. Go to first one. Now I am audible.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. The very first one, system information. Can you recall morning I showed you one demo in where command prompt, right? System
sir.
info. System info.
RAM size and
Yeah. If you go here, if I type system info, type here. Yeah. Whatever information you are collecting it here. Okay. You see now you got some informations. These are the information which we collected morning or now also. These informations related to the very first command. You see, whatever command I executed morning, 7 or 8 commands, right? Separately, host name, date, time, IP config, net users, what else? Net stat and other things, right? So some engineering student, they developed this tool, okay, giving the net users, like a net user command we can use. Then you will come to know who are the what are the accounts are created in my computer. If a hacker comes, if he had created something, you will be able to find out. So instead of entering all this command here, was one of the engineering student, he developed this tool. He made it as a GUI format. So see here, we are computer science graduates. We may able to execute sequence of command into command prompt. Okay, once if you are familiar with that. But same results, we cannot expect our law enforcement people can go and execute it. For example, police, he would have not studied anything related to computers. If you are going to him and asking him, can you take the next command output?
Subramani Babu sir,
Yes, sir.
2 minutes. Dear distinguished participants, actually Dr. Sandeep Sancheti sir joined us. So I think Dr. Sandeep Sancheti is known in academia. So he is the director of SRM University. He is our ACT peer review member. Sir, dear sir, good afternoon, sir. With warm wishes. So we welcome you to give this gracious presence in this FDP, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor, for welcoming me. I'm very happy to join you. I would not like to interrupt any one of you. Let Professor Subramani Babu continue. Thank you so much for allowing me to join. I'm just observing the way it is progressing, and very happy learning to all of you, those who have joined here. My best
you.
wishes. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon. I'm Subramani Babu. Here, I'm the trainer. I don't know we met, but for my short background, I do have 17 years experience. I worked as a scientist with the CERT India, then quit, currently working with private organizations. So all my
Very,
17
very
yeah,
nice, Professor Subramani.
yes, sir.
You bring a lot of good experience on the table, and I'm sure faculty will be benefited by that.
Of course, sir. I'll try my level best. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Sir.
I'm sure you're going to
Sure,
do
sure.
that. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So,
Please
can I?
continue.
Okay, sir. Thanks so much. So, participant, as I said, okay, so this tool is helping first responder to collect volatile evidence, as we discussed in the morning, right? What do you mean by volatile evidence? Any running processes or network artifacts, registry content, all details. Whenever you are suddenly for failure, if it goes down, then whatever the content is present in the memory, volatile memory, that also it's tend to lose. So that is the only reason where we are encouraging our law enforcement agencies as well as first responder to go and carry with this tool. So what he is supposed to do, he has to download this tool and copy into pen drive, and he has to go to the crime scene and assume that your laptop has been compromised, suspected to be compromised. So you wanted to see what are the running processes, what are the scheduled task information. I will explain each one by one. So you need to execute this tool and simply select all field, ensure that each and every time all the fields are getting selected. And once if you select, what you need to do, finally go and click run.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, if at all we are going to install something on that machine, obviously it is going to overwrite some portion of the RAM, no, sir. We may lose a very important and critical
Very
data.
fantastic. Understood. Very fantastic questions. Participant, I hope every one of you following these questions, right? So what he asked? As I said, if it is computer forensics, we never work on original evidence. But as per the traditional practice, where the police officers, they used to go remove the power supply from the desktop or remove the battery from the laptop. This is the traditional steps, but ultimately we are losing running processes, network artifacts. These are the crucial evidence which I had explained to you morning. Correct. Now the question it comes: if we go and if we install something in the target computer, suspected computers, yeah, that is really it's a violation. So violation means people may think that we are planting some evidence, right? But here you see, you downloaded these things. That's what I explained. You have to download this package on your computer, not suspected. Keep this mind in your mind, right? You have to download this tool on your forensic workstation. Download, extract, and insert the 132 GB or 64 GB pen drive or portable hard drive. Copy this executable. What this higher triage master. This folder, what do you need to do? This folder you need to copy, okay, copy and paste into your pen drive. Now walk with the pen drive into the target machine. Now target machine you are not going to install anything because you are carrying only pen drive. Simply you are connecting pen drive, opening into your USB drive, right? From USB drive, you are going to launch this tool. Are you getting? Simply
But
you are
sir,
launching.
still, sir, if we don't install also,
Mhm.
when we run it, it is going to occupy some portion of the RAM.
Yeah, it's unavoidable. We have to do that.
That much we are going to lose the data, sir.
Yeah, of course, you
It
are
might
right.
be a very critical data information.
But there is no other solution also. Okay, that is a crucial. Even 8 GB, if it goes occupy some sort of random access memory quantity, then it's acceptable. No need to bother much. Let me show the thing how much size it's occupying it. Right? It's where is that? Very good questions. I appreciate that. Wait, sure whether it's posed. You're seeing it, right? Now what happened? Higher triage. You see this one? Let's go and see the properties. Where is the tool and how much size it's occupying it? Okay, this is a pen drive only it shows. But here, if you go to more details and under performance or something that particular files, how much? Yeah, you see how much size is occupying it? Memory? Are you able to see that?
7.8.
7.8 MB out of 8 GB. But your question is well valid. The 7.8 MB also, wherever it goes, occupies some memory. That data is intended to lose. We don't have any control on that. That is true. But so far,
So
we
there
don't
is
have
no
any-
other way,
no
sir.
other
We
way,
are supposed.
no other way. But way is there where if the system is in cloud, got my point? If the system is in cloud, okay, or if the computers is in virtual memory, I mean virtual server, there we can go take a snapshot, go for suspend mode, so that whatever the content is running on the RAM, it will be saved as it is. So that you're right, then take out the RAM. From there, you can extract all artifacts, but that is a really tedious job. It will take a long time. I'll explain you what are the things. See, in forensics, 80% of the artifacts, whatever we are going to collect using this tool, that is far enough. In case if you need a deep dive investigation, then you can go take a forensic cloning. But incident response, it's a simplistic manner than deep dive forensics that will give you more insights, okay, and which you can complete your investigation using this tool itself. Did I make clear?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. So now, as I said, I assume that I'm running it this tool from my pen drive, and these are the details. The first one, you see the first one, system informations, right? As I said, morning I executed that command. Now also I showed you the in example. It will collect all system informations. Second one, it collect the processes. You see, these are the processes, right? Whatever we are using, what are the running processes? So all these processes it will capture, right? What is the next? Capture services. Any one of you can tell me what you mean by service? Any idea?
Operating
Somebody here.
system processor. System
Yeah.
process.
No, system process. Exactly. It is a system process. You see here, these many services, right? These many services like loading your audio drivers, loading your motherboard drivers, right? Loading your Mac Wi-Fi driver, all these things, they are creating as a service. Not only that, even for you see, Kaspersky, right? Kaspersky as an antivirus, these also they have started as a service. So why it is very, very important here? There are more number of malwares. They are going for same mode. They are also getting services. If it is a process, immediately they will go and they will kill it. But if they create a service along with the operating system, that also if it's configured automatic status like this. If you click this one, right? So here you can go and see the whether it's a stopped or it's running is something you can find out. If the service has been automatically configured for running, every time it will start and running. Yeah, let me come back to here. So that's what you can capture, you can identify what are the rogue services are being launched under capture services. Okay, fine. What do you mean by the handles? Next one, right? For example, you are opening the Word document and you wanted to, you wanted to um, take a printout, right? That time you will have to access a printer spooler service. So that time your Word document try to launch another one more process is accessing printer. So not only that, sometimes if you are accessing Chrome browser and like Gmail, you want to attach any one of the attachment or something that will go and open Word document. So it try to load any file. I mean, what I can say, it's accessing any kind of files that comes under handles actually. Good. So next one is the scheduled task informations. Scheduled task information. Any idea? Can you explain me? Have you heard this term? Are you able to see this one? So they renamed it earlier up to Windows 10. You have to use at command, AT command. Okay. Now, so they migrated scheduled task. So what do you mean by a scheduled task? Any idea?
So, which we want to run after some particular time or
Yeah, fantastic. What happened? Any one employee is a disgruntled employee in the company. So he decided he was not being treated well. So he decided to quit. So before he wanted to leave, so what he will do? He will create some sort of logic bomb. Logic bomb means it will execute after 3 months. Whatever he wanted to destroy or kill some data or something, he will create such a programs. So he will leave the organization after exactly 90 days. Automatically, that program will start executing it because of the scheduled task. The same way it is so important. All malwares, more than 99% of the malwares, they were, trying to, trying to create a scheduled task under this category so that the malware will be automatically executed because immediately it start executing it, your antivirus or your monitoring application can detect. But after taking some period of time, then it will start executing it. So no one will notice it. For example, if you are sleeping late night or you forgot to switch off your machine, if you go for sleep. So I know you guys are working in Indian Standard Time stamp, okay? So IST. So midnight to 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock. I will start executing these applications, then connecting into the remote server, taking away all your data. So this is how I will do what I will do. I will go and I will create a scheduled task, right? So all this information where you can find under this here, scheduled task. Okay. The next one is the host name information. I explained you morning, right? Same manner auto run. Any idea what you mean by auto run? Even name itself gives some sort of meaning, right? Here, auto run.
applications, those will run automatically.
Yeah, no, automatically it will run. That's true. Whenever some malware comes without user intervention, automatically that application also start running it.
Like a plugin software.
Yeah, same way. If malware comes in installs, then automatically that also start working it without your user input. So that's how it works. So what is the importance for the security analyst like us? Because as I said, most of the malware will be having these features. There's no malware come to the end user, hey, guy, I'm a malware, I'm a virus, can you execute me? It will not ask you, right? Then you will be easily can pay attention and you can stop it. What is this weird program asking me to execute it, right? So it will not go and ask. So that will create a registry entries. Under registry entries, automatically start executing it every time you are restarting the applications. Yeah. Then the last comment, account settings. Account settings is nothing but just now I showed you a net user, right? So if you use this command, you will be able to see how many users account have been created in this computer. Why it is important? Some of the organization where the attacker, once if he successfully penetrated, then he would have created some account name on his ticket so that he can log in remotely. He can also be a part of one users of your account. Parallelly, it will work. But to identify that, if you execute this command, you will be able to find out. Clear? Any doubt so far? Okay. So I hope the first tab you guys have understood, completed. Come back into the next tab. All this related to network informations. As I said, please recall This is the incident response triage, mainly focusing 70% of its focus area is collecting volatile evidence. Whatever this page it shows, if the power supply goes, all this data will disappear, right? But it is very important, being as an instant responder, we can understand what went wrong, okay? Who is the attacker IP address, and how long that connectivity is established. So many information you may be able to catch it up. So here you see, first one is the IP config, nothing but what IP address it's been configured, right? Second one, active connection. As I told you earlier, I opened this one netstat. I explained you. And the third one, you see connection routes. This is nothing but trace routing. Whatever the currently is established, all those things you may be able to find. Similarly, ARP also I explained you those information you can get it. And mainly DNS information, that is very important. So how do we get it? Same way you can go type IP config slash display DNS. Type it. Something which comes, right? Okay, good. So let me do it went quickly. Let me capture this output. Okay. So DNS dot got it. Now catch all this. Open this one. Are you able to see this one now? Any one of you would have taught, or you would have learned, some student, how DNS it works. Anyone of you can tell me? Have you heard about there is a host name file? You know, right? Where the system 32. Let me show that file. Go to system and the Windows, and you know system 32. Yeah. So once if you come inside, here you can find there is a folder called drivers, Go drivers, inside etc. Can you see here this file? Anyone of you seen before or heard about it?
Yes, sir. Inside slash etc slash host in Ubuntu.
Yeah, got it. Asking which application you wanted to open. Let's open through. You see, this is an important file for Windows machine, right? Usually, if you enter here, you enter 127.0.0.1 VAT. What will happen after this if I save this comment? Sorry, this document. Any idea?
We don't get any VIT website, sir. It will not be loaded.
Fantastic, fantastic, outstanding answer. So the same way, whatever we are seeing the output here, DNS, right? These are the DNS cache. Whatever your local browser automatically records. So since the system is up and running, so this IP address is mapped with this domain. So next time you see how many things are there. So it's a very important. What happens? Sometimes malware will come. Malware will go and modify your host file. That is a capability. So whatever you're typing or whatever you wanted to access, you will be forcefully redirected into malware domains. That's what we used to say, DNS sinkhole. Okay. There is another concept also there in companies. If you are observing anything related to malware, right? Same file you can open here. Assume that this is your malware domain, and this IP address or something which you have configured locally. For example, 172 or 192, 168, 1.34. This is the one server I configured. Assume that this vat.ac.in is a malicious domain. So assume in your company where your organization assume that thousands of computers are working, any one of the machines infected already and trying to communicate this domain. If you enter in the server in a DNS, then all the traffic will be diverted into this IP address internally, so that the malware writer or hacker, he will not be having access to your system. So traffic, malicious traffic will not go beyond your perimeter. So this concept, we call it DNS sinkhole. What is it? DNS sinkhole. This concept, it's a very much being practiced some of the organization where they will configure some DNS server and keeps on entering all malware domains and diverting all malicious traffic into the internally, so that if any system got infected, and the traffic will not go beyond their perimeter. So this is what, so we used to learn DNS stuff. If you come back to your tool, right, you see this. All your DNS information you may be able to get it. NetBIOS, it's a file sharing protocol. You would have studied in as part of your academics, and that information also it's very much needed. Sometimes what happen, some of the malware ransomware, they're mainly exploiting this protocol on a SMB or something. So we used to tell them disabling this kind of unwanted protocol between two ground servers. So this outcome, it will find out whether the DNS port or NetBIOS port have been opened or not. So accordingly, you can take a decision. Here the next one, you see the local network share. I believe centralized file server where you could go keep only for third year engineering student, computer science engineering student. They can have this kind of project. It's kind of local share, only restricted to some specific group of students. So same thing if we need for our investigative purpose. So what are the network shares can be accessed by this computer. Okay. If this computer is trying to encrypt any locally system, like for kind of malware propagations, those information also you can extract it. Right. Similarly, any one file being shared among multiple users, those information you can get it. Right. And connector session, as I said, netset command output, all these things. Yeah, work group computers also, if it is a company domain, you will be able to see multiple systems are connected in the same network. Next one is the registry. Registry, I think morning I showed you, right? Registry editor. Did I say that thing? I don't wait. It's been closed. Okay. If you go run mode, press regedit, and it triggers admin rights. Yeah. This is what your registry. Registry, I can say for Windows operating system, registry is the heart of the operating system. I can say that. Right. So why it's so important? You guys would have noticed the moment if you are inserting pen drive into first time if you are inserting pen drive into your system, left corner downside you would have noticed installing drivers, correct? Have you noticed, observed like that? First time if you are inserting any USB external hard drive or pen drive, installing drivers, you would have noticed this pop-up message. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the reason behind that, it's creating entries in your registry. If you are connecting same pen drive again, that time that kind of pop-up message will not displayed. One, second, it will be faster. It recognize. So how is it possible? So this is how it works. Okay. So where I can find out the all connected USBs. Go to registries or regedit, then come to local machine, hive key, H key means transfer, hive key. Okay. Then system, and the system current control set. Open this current control set. Enum. Under enum, go to USB store. You expand this one. USB store means USB storage. Be able to see here. See, this is the pen drive. These are the things connected. This many external hard storage connected. This is serial number of my pen drive and they connect today. See this one and this user, right? So not only that, this is the label name, friendly name, Western Digital hard disk. It's been connected. So you may come to know that somebody will ask, anybody carried USB connected into this machine? Have they copied any data?
Sir.
Yeah.
Whether it will make a permanent entry, sir, here once we insert?
Yeah. Once if you insert, it will make permanent entry here. So after installation of my OS, everything refreshed. So only this is currently these are the maximum pen drive. You can check it out. So if somebody connecting into your laptop, then yeah, you will be able to see and conclude, yeah, that guy had connected. So not only that, if something installed, you see all services, it will be listed, whatever the services is starting there, whatever I was showing you, correct? So similarly, what are the softwares installed? Those information also you can find out. And how many user account? You can find out the all user account under here. Each and every user account you will be able to see. Okay, current users, because I opened it, so it is under me, so I may able to see what are the applications installed on my name as a user. So those details also will be able to get it. So all these informations is very crucial for investigative perspective. My point. So that is what it is very, very important. You need to execute this tool and collect registry information. So these are the classification in the registry. If you see last one, all user activity means I shown you, right? How many different accounts net user, right? Net users. If you see 3 users, right? Here, Prem, admin, HP, Sham. How many you see? 1, 2, 3, 6. Total 8 accounts here that got created. But actual accounts are Prem, HP, and myself, 3 accounts. So if you go back here in registry, all these 3 people detail it will be stored respective registry heights and it can be copied. Okay. So you see here the very first one. First one is system, all hardware changes. If you install printer, if you connect USB drives, okay, any hardware, if you are installing any new drivers, if you are connecting any web camera, right? If you are connecting your mobile phone, all these details you will be able to see under system registry height. First one. So second one, security. Security is nothing but here. I'm an administrator. I have 2 children. So I created 2 accounts for them individually. So I'm an administrator. I can assign them as a standard users. So those kind of restrictions I can enable it here that can be found out under this clear. So SAM, finally SAM. So how many user accounts is been created? All these accounts which you can able to find out under SAM registry. The next one, software. How many softwares being installed, downloaded and installed? All installed inventory you may able to get under. That is the additional. I believe all of you understand, right? This is what the registry forensics we used to conduct here. If you go, where is my slide? Yeah, this one. Right, you see here. This is what I was thinking that complete. Okay. After these sessions, this is a registry analysis. Registry is nothing but a centralized database of Windows system. It contains every information, including your connected pen drives or hardware issues, as well as software applications installed and even open. For example, you have opened since morning. What are the things I did? I opened this PPT. I opened some of the website, right? All information you can expect it from registry, but in limited way. Clear? So where is the path? Where you can find these things. That also let me show. You know this one etc, right? Come back. Here under system 32, there is a folder called config. So this is the folder where you can find everything. It is not accessible, but as an admin, you can go and access. Are you able to see all these things? SAM, security. It is actually, it doesn't have extension. It is a Microsoft proprietary encoded file, right? And you know, system, software, security, SAM, and all other stuffs also. Okay. But you know, you cannot open and see in your naked eyes. So for that purpose, some of the PG students, like MTech, MS students, they developed some of the Perl language and the Python language to parse, to convert this binary file into human readable text. That is what we are going to do with this tool. This tool automatically does that activity. So save software registry hides. Okay, everything it will convert. And so for any doubt. Any doubt? Can I proceed?
Yes, sir.
So go to next tab. Disk information. Disk information, you see the NTFS information here. That is what a file system where our topic is covered, and you know we will go and we will learn more on this. Right? Good. Second one, mounted disk. Any idea what we mean by mounted? Mounted. If you practice Linux, then you will be know what is meant by mount option. Let me explain. Okay. So the moment if I insert pen drive, where I will see? No, if you
Flash media.
yeah, no, if you connect to any one of the external media, where you will see where it got connected. I connected my pen drive, right? Where it is there? Is it there? This is my USB drive, correct? Any one participant can talk to me so that I feel comfortable because some people
Yes,
are
sir.
listening. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So the moment if I connect a pen drive, even if you are inserting pen drive, where you will go? You will open my computer. Then from there you will access your files. Am I right? So this process, whatever the process, suddenly it assigns a drive letter D. I'm double clicking it. These are the files inside. I'm seeing it. Am I right? And if I want, I'll go inside. I will play some movies, all these things. So this process, the moment I plugged my external storage media into the computer, my operating system automatically mounts and make a access to you under my computer. You got this explanation? So
Yes, sir.
this process is known as mounted ordering. Correct. So here you will be able to see after mounting what drive letters has been mounted. Same thing if you are a Linux enthusiast, and there you can go, you have to manual after inserting it, it will not mount for some traditional ways. But nowadays Ubuntu automatically mount that option also. But you can manually mount some directory you can mention. Under that directory, root, mount, and USB, under that directory, you can see all the USB content. If you want, you can enable. But you know, your Windows operating system always facilitate the end users how quickly they can access the system. That is a danger. Excuse me. Okay, the next one, directory information. Any idea this one? So you would have used directory. Basic command called tree. Have you heard about it? Tree. Okay. Paste C colon or D, right? D colon. Something it went right. Okay, let me capture the output. So tree is nothing but the complete directory from the root directory. What are the folders? And still the entire file, right? Including folder and file you will be able to get. Aggressively you can pick that. This is whatever it shows. It's a just one shot. You can use if you are using a recursive. There is a command recursive or something. So it will go into every directory. You'll be having all files. That's fine. So why it is important? So whenever you are using any, if you are working with some cases, yeah, and can use this one so that the target machine, whatever, if he keeps millions of files, everything it will be exported in the text file. Everything you will get at one shot. Later on, you will be able to go inside and look for all PDF, look for all documents, look for all PPTs and all Excel sheet, right? So something easily you can narrow down your search. But even hidden file, every file will be able to capture under this directory information. Right. Next one is the volume information is nothing but this is the volume, logical partitions. This is the volume, C volume, D, E, F. These are the volumes. Okay. Those information also you can get it under this. Good. Okay. The next one, if you see evidence collections. Now these are the very, very important tab to pay attention. The very first one, memory image. Collect memory image, right? Which is nothing but your RAM dump automatically. This tool also capturing your RAM dump. Order to capture. Otherwise, what we could do, cancel it. Okay, because if I capture, my memory is already 9 GB only is available. That will override. But in a real time, you're supposed to carry pen drive, right? You have to run from the pen drive, then it will execute. That will be possible, right? And you yourself can put the tick mark. You can see whether your RAM dump is being created or not. So finally, before executing, what I will do, I will copy this tool. Let me try right now. I'm closing it without executing it. Okay. What I'm going to do, so I will be using download folders. Let me run from my pen drive. Okay. So where is the tool? Here is the tool. Yeah. Let me copy this one. Already I'm having my pen drive. Let me paste it here. Okay, so assume that you are an investigator. You carried this pen drive into the crunch and inserted in that computer. Go inside, and inside you will be able to see this is the tool. Do right click, run as administrator. Say yes, and you will be having prompted the same way. Case detail, test 1, 2, 3. Examiner name. So you can enter your name. Done. Then you got this one. Now let's move. I kept my image also, right? Okay, the first one you understand, it's nothing but RAM. Next one, select free fetch files. What do you mean by free fetch? The operating system, Microsoft operating system, they are given the one facility. They observe the user behavior. Every day, Bob is launching only this application. From every day he starts the laptop, he starts with the MS Office Word document. or command line or Chrome browser, right? Some application. So your operating system studies about your pattern, how frequently you're loading, accessing some application. Accordingly, it will be free fetching that application. Keep it ready. The next time if you are launching that application, within fraction of second, you will be able to access that applications. That is a free fetch. Okay. What is the importance for us? Even any malware comes automatically getting installed or running it here. Okay. Automatically running it here, we will be having visibility. So if you are analyzing free fetch file, you can tell whether malware been executed or not, like that. Okay, clear? So that is a free fetch file. Okay, what is the next? Collect the recent folder files. Recent folder means if you go for your quick access. So these are the under the quick access. Since morning, I'm accessing all this file, correct? Today. So that I can easily narrow down my investigation for that purpose. Recent folder access. Jump list. Any idea what you mean by jump list? Jump list is nothing but, you open, now you see how many PPTs are visible, right? Same way in downloads, you see these are the folders, right? Or if I open Word, if you go to Word, if you select Word, sometimes what happens if you click here, under that Word you will be able to see the recently opened Word documents. All this, nothing is there, that's what I'm unable to find anything, right? So you can easily jump into the any one of these PPT, right? But it is very important. Sometimes what happen, if you could recall, somebody came to your laptop and connect pen drive and copied some of the files and he used to validate whether he copied correctly or not. Then he will open and close. But that time this jump list will tell you these files have been opened from the pen drive that's mounted as so externally connected media. From there you can conclude that yeah, this file has been copied from your system into pen drive. Like that you can conclude it, right? Good. That is a jump list. Any questions so far?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. So next one is the event log. Event log is nothing but your operating system, Windows operating system designed in such a way that it will record every event. Connect USB, it will record. If you install any printer, it will record. If you install any application, it will record. If you establish some connections, a network connection, it will record. So each and every event will capture and store it. Even if you create any user account, it will record. So this will collect all events, right, from the system. That is one thing. The second one is a part of user class. That is a part of your registry only. For example, since morning, what are the documents, what are the files I have opened, all this stuff you will be able to get it from user class, user.dat, like that we it's a subset of user.dat. That is nothing but one of the registry high file. Where SAM system software, which we discussed at 2 tab before, right? Same thing. Okay, the final where it's a core concept is MFT. MFT is nothing but master file table, which I will reserve it for tomorrow. That is exclusive file system, like a FAT32, MFT, okay, Ext2, 3, 4. Okay, so all these things is a part of file system. MFT is nothing but master file table. It's a part of your NTFS file system. NTFS means what? New file technology, right? NTFS new technology file system, where the MFT is being recorded. It is nothing but you take your engineering textbook. Your engineering textbook. If you want to access any specific topic, where you will go, how quickly you will access, where you will refer.
Index.
Excellent. Index, right? In index, which index you will refer? Last 10 pages or before the chapter wise?
First content page.
First content, but first content, it will take time, right? Time means you don't know which topic you are referring it. But if you go for last few pages index, based on the alphabetical order, you can go and you can jump to. Am I right? Which one is the faster? Chapter wise
Index
or
faster.
alphabetical wise?
Alphabetical wise.
Yeah, excellent. So the same concept, you keep it in mind, your MFT does. So our theme of this course is nothing but only MFT. Anyway, we will go and study very detailed one by one, either tomorrow or day after, right? If I say in layman understanding way, if you are creating any one file here in desktop, this file I created, right? This file, if I create here, where I can find the entries, how this file is getting placed under desktop. Any file, you take any file, you take any folder, you create one folder, how your operating system manage to create and manage to maintain it. That is important. Everything, all records is getting stored in the file system. That is nothing but MFT, master file table. We will be having detailed sessions tomorrow. Similarly, the next one is log file, LOG, log file. This is also, it's nothing but, it's kind of journaly things. What are the files it's come inside, deleted, went outside, all these things you will be able to find. So this is nothing but CV. During that time, it was a very high severity. So they are validating it. You can deselect these things. It is irrelevant. Can we move next? Volume shadow copy. So this, it is a very big topic. What I will do, I will explain this one tomorrow. Okay, any one of you can remind me tomorrow. Then I will give you detailed, explanation on these things. Very interesting, but it will be very helpful. Tomorrow I will explain. I will park it this thing for time being. Otherwise, this will take a whole time. Today we may not be able to complete workshop. Okay, finally, so let's move into final options. Anyone of you can check what it is been written? Anyone of you can read the very first one?
Collect free fetch files from a
Hash
window.
all collected files.
Yeah. Hash all collected files. This is what we are going to deal with the court. If you are assume that my machine, you are a police officer, you came for collecting volatile evidence, right? Now, after collecting it, and if you do hashing, at the time of hashing, if you do, and you have to mention in the Caesar memo, these are the hash values, right? And then after that, somebody is making changes, somebody planting, tampering evidence, so that in the court, we can prove that we haven't tampered, or defense side, they can prove it. The evidence has been not been tampered or tampered, it can be taken. So to maintain the integrity of the evidence which we are collecting as part of our cyber security incident, and this is a very important step, hash all collected files. MD5 and the next one, SHA-1, secure hash algorithm. Because MD5 they observed collision, that is the reason they also included SHA-1. Okay. The next one, if you see, run rig repair against collected registry hives. So as I said, I showed you, right, under config folder, SAN, security system, everything is unencrypted format, unencrypted form. This tool, Reg Repair, is the one tool someone developed, okay, someone, Herlen Carvey, his scientist name is Herlen Carvey, developed a regripper and he converted that binary form file into human readable text. If we put automatically, that will be executed. If you don't want, then it will be tough. And this will take time. MFP dump. Tomorrow we will be having your practical sessions. That time you can work on it. Dollars and MFP means this index page that we are going to study tomorrow. So that's all about. Now we are fine to go and click this one. Can we start? No one is answering.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can go. You can click run. Okay. So it says pop-up. You must press the enter button when the memory acquisition is finished. Wait for 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. Your RAM dump. It takes some times to collect all your RAM and writing it here. This will take time. You have to wait. Click enter. Now you see. Now practically we are collecting RAM dump. This is what you are seeing in my screen. Correct? Acquisition started. We don't know how it RAM looks. That RAM only we are capturing it. It will be capturing into the pen drive. All of you are getting this screen. Whoever follows me. So this will be time consuming. Meanwhile, I will open it for question and answer. Okay. You can ask any questions. No one is ready to ask questions. I don't know whether you are able to understand or not getting anything.
Got everything, sir.
Okay. Let me know if you are unable to follow up or something.
Hello, sir. Subramanya, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, we have one question in the chat box by
I did not
Ravi
notice. Let me
V,
see.
sir.
Yeah. So any public domains where we can get malware samples. Yeah, it is there. Everywhere we
Okay.
need to use API keys. So there is a site called Contagio Dump. Have you gone through? Who raised the questions? I don't know. B Ravi, right? Okay. Let me show Contagio Dump. You might have access, right? When you are searching this match, you would have gone there. Been long time I accessed it. Nowadays I'm not accessing it. Yeah, so this Contagio Dump blogspot, right? You can go here, this being maintained by one girl actually. I'm not sure. So here we used to get all malware samples. You can go download here, and infected is the password generally. Sometimes if you are unable to do that, you can mail this author. You'll be able to get it. All up-to-date information, you will be having it here. Year-wise actually. Yeah, it's outdated. Otherwise, you can be touch with, where in CERT India, they may help you out to get the samples. So why, first of all, malware itself, we should not trust, right? What is the intention if you wanted to trust malware? So you are saying it, that samples may be modified other than original author, original hacker. Yeah. So far, I never tried very long back when I was a cert. I used to do this kind of malware analysis and using downloading from this site, Kandaji download. So after that, we subscribe some of the antivirus vendor. There we do have portal, right? There I can go and do that. Or else, can you try? There is a app.any.run. Go this site. This is a block. Okay, let me show here instead of typing Windows. App.any. I don't know. You might have already seen this, right? Once if you go, this is actually sandboxing analysis, dynamic analysis. Go here. If you register as a community edition, you may able to get something. Click new task or go here. Go to public task. Click public task. Or here also you can get, based on the MD5 hash, you may able to search samples here. But I don't think so. You will be able to download any samples. Yeah. It's a new task they are saying, right? Go here. You see here. Today itself, how many peoples? How many peoples have submitted, right? Here you can go search any based on the hash value, something if you're having samples, and you may able to find. Here ransomware, let us see. Yeah, here the malicious activity, you see this ransomware. If you go further here, click it, you will be having that detailed, behavioral analysis report, right? See how these people are going, all these things, all information will be able to get. Here there is an option. Are you able to see the get sample? Ravi, you have to click this one. The moment if you click it, these features may be restricted to, some of the people only, right? I mean, community editions. If you sign it, you try it. I'm not sure are they giving it for community editions, but we can pay some amount or something. We can go and get it. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know whether did I answer your questions. Okay, you're welcome. Any other questions?
Sir, I have one question. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Dear participants, is my voice is audible?
Yes, sir. Your voice is audible.
Our resource person's voice?
No, sir.
I
Okay.
hope it is unmuted, sir.
I think they are using the same system and running this application may be stuck, it seems. There may such possibilities are there.
So now, sorry, I put on mute. Now am I audible?
Yes, sir.
You are audible, sir. You are audible.
Okay. Got it. So any other questions?
Sir, I have one question.
Please go ahead.
Sir, let us consider that there is a difference in time between two systems. If I am going to modify the one particular file in this system and the same file is modified there, the time difference is going to impact there, no, sir?
No. Come again. I lost you in between.
Sir, say if there are two different systems and if there is a difference in time, let us consider system 1 and system 2. System 1 is 5 minutes ahead than system 2. If I modify in system 1 first and later in system 2 within a 1 minute, but it will show that in a different method, no, sir, because of the time.
No, first of all, your questions are not exactly catch what point you wanted to try to establish here. Are you transferring some files? How these two systems talking each other or same network or what is your objective here? Questions I cannot understand.
If I take that particular file using a pen drive from one system to another system, I want to see the file modified, whether the file is modified or not.
Okay, yeah. So that's in that case, according to the time set, okay, the system that will be reflecting into the file, whatever the file you are creating into the pen drive. No doubt about it. So are you sure nowadays, if you are trying to change your timestamp, sometimes your Chrome browser will not allow something keeps on popping up, right? I'm not sure whether you are encountering it or not. I observed it. But you're right, olden days we observed some similar cases. When I was at 2012, that time, so we observed one case, all files were created 2020. That means 8 years post dated. We surprised. Then finally we found that machine bias timestamp, it got changed that newer timestamp. Yeah. Did you get my answer?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got it.
Yeah. You can experiment the things, but ultimately sometimes what happens, some other files will be having a value name stick to that. So that's how it goes.
Nishchita, actually, on the candidate send link, sir. Nishchita, what is the problem?
Sir, that was for FTK imager, sir. FTK imager download.
Okay.
You are able to download. Oh yeah,
Yes, sir.
this link I want. Yeah, everyone has to go and download this link. We'll try this one. Oh, you upload it into AWS? Your storage or what?
Nishchita?
Sir, by clicking that link, it will be direct to download to the our system, sir. Actually, that link was came for my mail after registering.
Okay. So I don't know. Now they migrated into this. Okay. You can click it. Let's see.
Started downloading, sir.
Yeah. So participant, you can try to download this tool. We can work on it tomorrow. Okay, this one.
Subramani Babu, sir, I have one question.
Yes, sir.
This is a call record data analyzer or link visualization. What is the hypothesis or theoretical concept behind it, and how our student can develop such similar application?
No, come again, sir. This call data record analyzing software, right?
Yeah, it is a software version. So how student can develop their here in our campuses.
So what is my advice? Yeah, my advice to you, sir, actually, you can tie up with a some of cybercrime cell, either Tumkur or even Bangalore also. Where your Venkatesh Murthy is there, right? Is very much.
Yes.
You could help. You know, when you can take a sample data. If you want, I can also send very old sample CDR data. Okay. With the help of that, how you can think, how information you can extract it. Let me put this way. Somewhere some sort of murder is happening on road, right? So what we can do that, any one of the highway that location, you note down the location. Now you have to request all cell tower dump. That means whatever the Geo, Vodafone idea of that specific area, you take out the dump. Okay. And from the dump, during that night, that specific hours of time, crime time, right? You have to extract how many people were present. If this guy is a regular resident of that location, or this guy occasionally visited that site only. So really, this could be helpful for the police people. If you narrow down search or something, most of the crime can be cracked. At least out of 5 criminals, one criminal he may carry some mobile phone or some reasons, right?
Yes.
Yeah, easily you can catch all the guy, but you have to apply multiple options, developing such a tools also. That will be very much useful for law enforcement to crack their cases.
Excellent, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, one more,
Yeah,
sir,
yeah,
one more, Subramani Babu, sir. Actually, in cybercrime prevention, suppose a new application is launched, for example. I will take one example. I think 2 years back or 3 years back. So it was a buzz news in most of the social media and also in television. So that is Israeli application Nomavo. So the Israeli application Namavo is actually our Vivo mobile phone or some high resolution camera contained in mobile phone. So for that, the application Namava, that is Israeli application, if they have downloaded it, so that mobile will become, the camera will become a see-through glass camera.
Okay, sir.
So the most of the culprits were used that mobile phone and they created a yavok in our Indian community. So now my question is, suppose any such applications, any national or any person in the geographic area, if they download such applications, how to track it immediately?
Very fantastic question, sir. You have to be part of like a cybersecurity advisor for country.
No, actually, how many have used such a bad application? So can we have the map of it?
Yeah. Definitely, it can be get actually. You know where we have to go, right? We have our gateway level. We have our gateway level traffic monitoring system. Where you take, in Bangalore only, for MTNL, our gateway router is there. All internet traffic, if it is MTNL, it will be routed via Bangalore, from Bangalore to Chennai. Then from Chennai through undersea fiber optic cables goes to Singapore. This is how your internet functions.
Internet connectivity, yes.
Yeah, internet connectivity. Similarly, for Mumbai also, we do have gateway level connectivity.
Okay.
All the pipelines, it's a fiber optic cables goes undersea only.
Yeah.
Here, what happened? Usually, some specific keyword where this gateway level internet service provider, like you take a Geo or anybody, you can ask the request to the Geo service provider, give me the detail, whatever you asked, how many people have downloaded these things. You know, currently Geo is having more than 60% of our internet usage. So that guy will give you the complete detail, whatever you are looking for it. These are the users have downloaded this application from this 1 month, like that. Easily you can get it. It means that only the federal government, our central government has to take care of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it not the responsibility of the service provider to report immediately to the government or the concerned competent authority to that how many have downloaded this day and then the previous day, and can't they report immediately?
No, it can be, sir. Someone has to question government. No? If you're not questioning it, nobody will come. No? That is the problem.
Yes.
I cannot, government will not come voluntarily saying that, yeah, we have
Yeah,
done
sir.
everything.
So many of the community, the teen community in India, they are misusing, they are downloading some banned application and they are creating some havoc.
Yes, sir. Sir, allow me one moment. I will take it from.
Arshitam?
Yes, sir.
You have any questions?
No, sir.
Swarnendu Das, sir? Professor Wasim Ahmad, sir?
Good.
Sir, good evening, sir. Sir,
Good
you have
evening.
any questions, sir?
Actually, to be sincere, firstly, let me thank Janab Subramaniam Babu
Yes, sir.
for such an interesting talk and such an enlightening and refreshing talk. Basically, I had few questions, but I'm delaying my questions for tomorrow because I believe that my questions are more directed towards file systems.
Okay.
So that's why I am actually delaying my questions. I
Okay.
am more interested into MFT, but since I have been asked whether I have a question or not, and it seems to me like other people don't have questions. So I wanted to ask one thing: the package that you actually downloaded from GitHub, the TryAge, I could see that it allows creating copy of MFT, creating copy of log file, but it doesn't allow us to create or take a backup of USN journal.
Yeah.
I think USN journal is much more important as compared to log file. Allow me to continue since since I have time now. So everybody has time now. So let me continue, please. So if I remember correctly, in NTFS, the problem with log file is that log file is circular in nature and it has a very limited size. So the older entries get overwritten by the new entries. This means that as file systems age, the older entries will be gone, they will vanish.
Yes, sir.
In contrast, if you look at USN journal, so USN journal is not circular in nature. This means that old entries will stay there as long as there is space in the NTFS volume. So I was actually thinking about this thing. What could be the motivation behind? That's such a very good tool. That's an awesome tool that you actually demonstrated. But I was wondering, like, what could be the motivation? Why they have not included USN journal? They included MFT, they included log file, they included so many things.
Nice.
So if you can, it's not a question basically, it's just a request to provide your opinion.
Subramani Babu, sir? Subramani Babu, sir?
I forgot to ask, was I completely audible or not?
No, sir. Actually, Subramani Babu, sir, actually muted his mic for, I think, for some reason. He will come back.
Okay,
It's a
no,
nice question, sir.
no issues. I'm waiting. I'm more like a listener basically. So it was a very interesting talk, to be sincere, and I was more interested in listening, to be sincere. So
We are really very happy that you are participating from such a long distance from Kashmir. You are very curious. You are sitting on all the sessions. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for it.
To be sincere, it's such a informative and interesting FDP. I had my
Yes, sir.
fingers crossed that I wish that I get enrolled in this FDP, because this is the future. Actually, this digital forensics is the future, and I basically am working in this area. So it's a good chance to meet other colleagues. It's a good chance to have
Yes, sir.
connection with people who are expert in this area.
In fact, frankly speaking, sir, it is very difficult for us to broadcast this FDP to all the institutions. And we are striving day and night to send emails and opening the institution's website and going to the faculty profile, collecting the email ID from the faculties and broadcasting this brochure. And really, we felt it very difficult. And also, some of the, I think we are not able to cover 100% of the country. So, to broadcast this FDP brochure.
Yeah,
So
I understand. It's a tough task.
we have made. And in some institutions' website, the faculty profiles are not at all opening and their email ID is not visible. So in such cases, we just posted our brochure to only the principal and head of the institution and head of the departments. I don't know how much, but still we are getting. And another problem is some of our participants, this is the second time FDP we are conducting. Some of our participants are already registered for other two FDPs. Therefore, there is no chance for them to register for this FDP. They told, some of them faculty, they called me, sir, already we have attended two, so there is no scope to register for this FDP. They told.
So basically, they were a little unlucky, and it was all my luck. Sincerely, I didn't get a chance to say thank you to you for enrolling me in this FDP.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's going so good. It's refreshing so many things, and it's also, providing new contemporary knowledge in the field of forensics. I'm so thankful to you, to be sincere. So thankful.
Thank you, sir. Actually, Subramani Babu sir actually applied leave for his company for 3 days. He told very difficult to get the leave. But he is the only person very talented who can demonstrate all these things at any time. So he can explore more. Therefore, we are waiting for him. Luckily, we got.
Yeah, that's why I said that basically I'm more kind of a listener. So it's good to listen first to the expert. It's always good. Instead of asking, it's always good to listen, because maybe, sometimes many questions pop up in your head, and those questions would be answered maybe after 15 minutes or maybe 20 minutes during the lecture. So it's always good to listen, and it has been a very, very good FDP, to be sincere.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thanks.
Subramani Babu sir. Dear distinguished participants, I kindly request you to you may leave the feedback in the chat room for the today's session. We'll record it in our system. The Friday, the last session, we will conduct this one small test, that is formalities of this ATAL FDP scheme. So we prepare the questions from the PPT slides only. I will request Subramani Babu sir to share the PPT, and I will also share to you all. So from these PPT slides and the book that I have actually sent you over mail, that is one is Brian Carrier file system analysis. So that book, but most of the questions are from the PPT slides and whatever the discussions made during the sessions of these FDPs. From there we frame the questions, and normally it will be in Google form. So the clear structure of this question paper and everything I will disclose to you just on the 3 hours before. I will disclose it, and we will actually send through Google form. We conduct the test through Google Sheet. So we kindly request you to participate.
Sir, test timing is 5 to 5:30, no, sir?
Yeah, some of them have requested 5 to 5:30 is very difficult. We will be traveling.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Even same here.
Different states, the different situations, of course. So if you all permit us, we can conduct it in afternoon. But that is lunch hour. So I feel I may be distracting your lunch hour. So I am not happy. So if you all suggest with your cooperations, we will go, because as long as we broadcast this FDP program and registering it is our FDP. So once you are all registered, all distinguished faculty members from various AICT recognized institutions, once you all joined it, it is your FDP. Therefore, we will take your opinion with a high privilege, and we will go accordingly. Shall we conduct in Friday afternoon session? No, actually, voice is not clear. Hello?
Yes, sir, that will be very useful if you conduct in the lunch hour.
Okay, sir. So soon after that last session, in the last day, the second session. So just will request Subramani Babu sir, 10 minutes early or 15 minutes early will close, so that 15 minutes also I will use it, and some 15 minutes I will append during the lunch hour. I will conduct in an half an hour test last day. I think that will be convenient to everybody.
Then what will be the timing then?
Pardon?
Then what will be the timing for the test?
The timing is actually, our session is from 11 to 1, madam. In such a cases, we will request 12:45 we may start, and 1:15 we may complete.
Otherwise, before 3 also it can be conducted if possible.
3 also okay. So that is in such a cases 1 to 2. So we can have 2 to 3 or 2:30 to 3. So that is also fine. That is also fine.
Professor,
Yes.
If it is possible, it's a request not to conduct the test between 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Because it's lunchtime, and it's the time to take some rest also.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Actually, that is in my mind. So I don't want to disturb the lunch time. So that is my first priority with human values. We are teaching human values. We have to give
Otherwise,
human.
in the evening,
Sir, I too agree that it should be before 1 or it should be after 2.
Before 1 or after 2. Okay.
Or even after 4 p.m. also we can go for it if it is suitable for all the participants. 4 to 5, that time duration is also, I think, convenient for all if other participants are agree with.
Actually, the 4 to 5, the program is scheduled with Sri Muralidhar Koteshwar. Will speak on ethics and stress management in cyberspace. Normally, the IT professionals who spend their time, most of the time on the computer, and they're doing work from the morning to evening, and some are working overtime, working in IT industries. And nowadays, even our faculty members are also, they're spending most of their time on the computer and doing this and that. And this is what happens. So we're all in the cyberspace. So most of our time we spent in our lifetime in the cyberspace nowadays. So this what happens, the continual usage of this cyber services and being in cyberspace, normally it leads to technological toxicity. So it affects our stress level and emotion level and other. So that will leads to some crime also. So that will make to commit crime. Or we take the cyberspace take it granted, and our behavior will become so freedom. It happens. So we call it as a technological toxicity, and the behavior in cyberspace is also affected. So that linked to the stress and emotional management in the cyberspace. Therefore, I requested Muralidhar Koteshwar to speak about. So, in real time, the physical stress and other things we can manage. So, by yoga and other things, fine. But in cyberspace, so how to manage emotion and stress and that management, I requested Muralidhar Koteshwar to speak about that particular area. Therefore, he prepared well and is coming on that day. So, 4 to 5. So otherwise, I will take 3 to 4 Subramani Babu sir session is there. I will request Subramani Babu sir session so from for about 25 minutes or 30 minutes, and we will conduct the test. So that will be fine. Within the session also we can conduct it. So if you all agree.
Fine, sir. Fine. You take it up.
Ji, sir. I think that
We
is
will
okay.
request resource person Subramani Babu sir the last day. So half an hour he will conclude, and half an hour we will conduct the test, and 4 to 5 the Muralidhar Koteshwar sessions will start. So that will be fine.
Sure, sir. Sure.
I think, sir, with the, I think all participants are also agree with it. If they are listening to me, and also.
Distinguished professors, you are all elder than me. So it is your FDP. If you all come to a common agreement, I am always ready to go by it. For your convenience only we are doing this FDP. Definitely we will do it.
Thank you so much.
Yes, you can also leave your opinion in the WhatsApp group also. We'll take it. Subramani Babu sir?
Yes, sir. I'm audible.
Okay. So dear participants, please any more questions, please you can ask now.
Yeah, we can. Otherwise,
Dr. Wasim actually asked, Dr. Wasim sir, you can ask this question now also. So our Subramani Babu will he can answer tomorrow also.
Let's have this question for tomorrow because it's more in context of file systems.
Okay.
But if Subramaniam Babu is, if he has some time right now, then we can have a discussion.
Yes, sir. I do have time. Yes,
thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, let's discuss. Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Firstly, let me thank you for such a refreshing talk, such an enlightening talk. And I was telling Professor that I'm more kind of a listener.
Excellent, sir.
Basically, you discussed many things, and it was more like a hands-on experience today.
Yes, sir.
Starting from FTK Imager, registry editors, and especially the package that you downloaded from GitHub,
Yeah.
and the triage package, right?
Yes.
So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I could see that the package allows to take backup or copy of MFT. It allows to take a backup or copy of log file, but I couldn't find any option to take a copy of USN journal, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
in my opinion, USN journal is, I may be wrong, but it's just my opinion. So in my opinion, USN journal is more, reliable in providing evidence as compared to log file. Let me elaborate why I am of this opinion. So USN log file is basically circular in nature, right? And it's limited by size. So as file system ages, as NTFS file system ages, the older entries get overwritten by newer entries, right?
Yes, sir.
And what will happen at the end? That means that maybe some transactions which had happened, say, 4 months ago or 5 months ago, depending upon the workload of the system. So they are no more, we cannot collect evidence of those transactions from log file. But in contrast, USN journal is not limited by, firstly, it doesn't have circular nature, right? So, and second, it's not actually limited by size, it's actually limited by the checkpoints of NTFS file system. So
Sure,
I
sir.
was wondering, can you provide your opinion? It's not a question, it's just a request to provide your opinion.
Yeah, fantastic observations on the file system level. I'm really amazed to, expecting such a question from the participant side. Really fantastic. Yes, sir, you rightly said, due to the sometimes workload or something, there could be chance to get some sort of records being overwritten in the MFT, files. So I will show you here. So you wanted to take a backup of journal file, right, from the system, right? So I will show the practically how we can do that. Of course, here that is a more reliable evidence source which you can see the complete transaction of the files when it got created, when it got moved or something. And you let us see whether that file how we can export it. So your APK imager can facilitate you to take out any file in the operating system. If it is a running or if it is a dead OS, yeah, this tool you can use it to take out. Same way you can use some third-party tool to convert into the human readable format. That is also possible. If all of your side are really keen to see the practical session, I can conduct the thing, same thing in tomorrow.
Sincerely, thanks a lot. I think there is a little bit of misunderstanding. I understand that using FTK Imager, we can go to the system file USN journal and extend actually, and then extract the USN journal and the J attribute. But
yes, same thing. Yes, sir, go ahead.
But my question is basically the triage package from the GitHub that you download.
Yes,
It
sir.
doesn't include USN journal. So
Understood. Yeah.
in my opinion, the package is a little bit incomplete. I may be wrong.
No.
To be sincere.
Yeah. You are absolutely right. You see in the GitHub when they have developed that as a package. So that package would have developed long back. So it is a open source. Even you can encourage your students, some of the enthusiastic whoever wanted to modify the code. This code it's written in the YAML file, so they can go and modify according to the industry's need. So it would be fine, and which focusing the latest artifacts. Not only that, if you go same GitHub, there is another tool called forensic artifacts where they complete the artifact more than 200 artifacts they included it. You see, almost this package, it's been created almost 6 years back, but still most of the people are using it. But I thought, okay, so this up to this level because some of the students they are practicing it. So I thought of limiting up to these things. But of course, if you are focusing that extracting of journal the dollars and J entries, yeah, we can find out any other scripts are available, and I will get back to you on tomorrow. But this one, it's been created a long back, and to address during that time. So everyone is really excited to have this such a tool. But now I can encourage you because you are part of from academic side, and you can encourage your student also to modify or develop such a project or whatever the other crucial artifacts available in the NTFS file system. Yeah, we can help them community to benefit with developing such a code.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks a lot. It's a, I can see, yes, it's 6 years old. I understand. And it must have been the first attempt to develop the tool. And, you can't have all the things in the tool. I understand. Yes, you are absolutely right. So, yeah. Yeah, and it's a good idea basically to, encourage students to, add new features to maybe existing code, existing tools. So it's a good idea. And thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Sincerely, thanks a lot for your opinion.
Yes, sir. Even I let me speak from my heart because we are from like industry since the last 1 or 2 decades. We are observing a lot of problem challenging actually. Even I can challenge you. There are a lot of commercial products are available, which are very really costing more. But I personally felt open source tool gives better results than commercial tools. So I really excited to use. You take it granted kind of bulk extractor. There's a log time, super time analysis, and autopsy browser. There are plenty of open source tools which
Yeah.
could fulfill our requirements. So same way we are seeing now Windows 11 operating system released, right?
Mhm.
So we want some of the academics from India, so they could compare what is the new features added into Windows 11.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
what
yeah.
are the features added, modified, which is available from the Windows 10. So some sort of crisp information, if you take it out, and if we have to think in the investigations point of view, accordingly, if some kind of research paper or something comes from our Indian based institutions, I'm really excited to welcome it. So far, whatever we are referring it, some any foreign students, so their contributions, the entire forensic community is being utilized. I'm really eager to see such a outcome and your excellent guidance from your students or something comes up. It's a really adds of contribution to the communities.
Yeah, definitely. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Exactly.
So thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for the discussion.
Thank you so much, sir. I'm really excited. I'm feeling fruitful to our video session. So let's continue from tomorrow also.
Yeah, definitely. Tomorrow we'll see you again, inshallah.
Exactly, sir. Thank you so much. Actually, where you are from, sir? Which institute?
I'm affiliated with University of Kashmir.
Wow, fantastic, fantastic. I've been there in Delhi for almost 12 years, working in the CERT India and like that. But really amazed with your questions. Yeah, we can show them there also. I thought just now I added this FTK imager to show you how we can extract, and we can use some third-party tool to pass it actually.
Yeah, like ANJLP, we can use ANJLP.
Yeah, same thing, same thing. That is the one Python script which you can use it
Yeah,
to
exactly.
convert it. And otherwise, this, one more MFT to CSV from the same block. We have we have the journal converter also. Yeah, there also we can do
Even
it.
to Excel or any readable format.
Any readable format, you can
Yeah.
convert it. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
But the same thing, you can guide your student to show all these things. What they need to do, they need to convert that tool into the YAML format, include into your same GitHub, and let them export. And here, then we can take it up. Yeah.
There's a lot of scope to be, it's a lot of
Yes,
scope.
sir. Yeah, lot of scopes. Rightly said.
Yes. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
So
See you tomorrow.
yeah, we can catch up tomorrow. See, I'll leaving. I don't know whether all of you, anyone of you, able to successfully complete this page, because my things it takes a long time. You need to wait for till 8 GB is getting created. Then you have to strike enter button. Yeah. Then it will go further. It will start to create a forensic image. It says failed, and So let's catch up tomorrow. Let us see how much data it got created actually. Now the imaging is failed, random, but I will tell you using FTK imager, this can be extracted. Tomorrow I'll show the demo. Okay. So let's catch up tomorrow. Any other questions? I'm happy to answer now also.
Dear participants, distinguished participants, can we end the sessions with your kind permission?
Yeah, sure, sir.
Okay, thank you. Subramani Bas, sir, thank you very much for today's sessions. Very interactive and very practical, this one. Really, we are enjoying the session. I think even 2.5 days is not sufficient for you, sir. Okay, thank you. We are going to end the session.
Thank you.